All right. So day, what are we at? 17? And today I'm going to be talking with my dear wife, and we'll also be we'll be talking about video editing stuff. And after we talk about that, we're going to get into some more hacking on Rook. Finally, I finished those slides.
Yay!
Yay! All right, cool. All right, we're goofing around, me and my wife. So let's see if like our video and audio works at all.
Like kids watch it and make sure they can hear us.
Nah, to make everything confusing, we're gonna watch it on a different screen.
Sounds confusing.
Yeah, so let's see. Nah, to make everything confusing, we're gonna watch it on a different screen. You gotta say something.
Something. I should have pillow.
Yeah, so let's see. Nah, to make everything confusing, we're gonna watch it on a different screen. You gotta say something.
Something. I should have pillow.
You're not just super
Yeah,
audible.
so. Oh, I need to
Make everything confusing, we're gonna watch it on a different screen. I don't have a clue. All right, screw it. Let's do something.
Wait, hold on. Is my microphone on?
I think so.
Where is?
Is there a green button?
No, for the Zoom.
It doesn't need to be.
Oh.
I'm using this, I think. Yeah.
You sure?
Not terribly sure, but this is high quality production, so I guess.
It said unmute. Should I click unmute button?
No, you should stay muted on that.
Oh.
Because my voice is going in through this thing. Your voice is going in through the microphone thing you gave me, all into my computer. The audio for Descript is coming out of my computer as I see it. Yeah. This is really weird.
Possibly. I was thinking the reason my voice is far away is maybe this is not working or my computer's not working. My voice is going to your microphone. That's why it sounds.
Tap your microphone and I'll see.
Tap, tap, tap.
Totally hitting it.
Beats me?
Beats me. Let me try one more thing. How do I do this? My cam, my mic. See if there's any other settings. Hello. Ah, yeah, something is up. Oh. Boo.
Something's not working.
Yeah, something's not working. If I was smarter, I would know what that thing is. I'm gonna goof around with it and play with it for a little bit.
Okay. Let me know if I can do it.
Oops. Now I've screwed it up. Okay, so now, when this thing is charging, it can't also be. Yeah, okay, so now you hit your microphone.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, well, cool. I have no idea if it's really gonna work, but it could be fun. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this back on for a second. Wow, cool. Yeah. I have no idea if it's really gonna work, but I heard you. Alright. Okay. Screw it. We're moving forward. Welcome to the show today.
Well, thank you for inviting.
Okay, so the thing that Kumiko and I were talking about is part of the goofiness of this show is almost 100% of the time the trub I'm turning out is not worth watching or listening to. The goal is just to keep my butt in the chair and have kind of a documentary version of me learning all this stuff as I make it. I'm making Rook, which is a personal assistant that's environment aware. You can teach it skills and stuff. And a lot of the skills I'm teaching it are how to do things that will be useful in further marketing and producing all this stuff. So as I record mostly dribble, occasionally I turn to my cool monologue screen or whatever I figure out in the future, and I record something that's halfway serious. And then what I'm doing, if you watched a couple days ago, I can pull transcripts out automatically using my agent, and I can say, well, let's find little snippets that might have useful content in it, and that goes to my editing department, which is sitting in my chair next to me, and eventually I'll fire her and replace her with AI.
Oh.
So, but a couple days ago, I also recorded something that I thought might be useful, and I gave it to her, and so we're gonna just walk through it a little bit and figure it out. So, how should we start? You got your screen shared.
What do you want to see what I did or?
Yeah.
Well, so the video you gave me from day 8, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So you told me how to download that video from YouTube and to my computer, I think, and then I think I from the computer to put it to Descript, and from there, I was playing with Descript feature because there are a lot of stuff I can do. So yes, what I did yesterday was using the AI tool. Where did it go? There. So the AI tools here. Oops. There are a lot of things we can play around with. So this is about sound related section, and this is for looking, and then all other stuff. The one I tried was the remove filler words when you say or stuff like that. Those things, AI automatically remove those things, and it gives me like I remove these or like how many. I think when I run it, it say this many filler words detected. Would you want me to delete those or replace it? So I say delete them all, and it's all gone. Also, I think I use retakes because you did some retakes like hi welcome to, okay, never mind, hi welcome to, so did that several times, so I told they use that feature.
Make sure you always listen. Like, see if the retake stuff is trustworthy.
Yeah, of course, because I think some of the stuff, most of these AI thing before they delete it, it will like give me the authority, like a permission, like I detect these, do you want me to delete this? And I can say yes or no, and I can also go to which one the AI detected on the how do you say this part, the words,
The transcript.
yes, and say this is the one we detected, and would you like me to replace this? And I can see like, oh, actually keep this one. So AI think I'm gonna remove this. So I was like, no, actually leave this and then delete this section instead. So I can have control. So those are the two I used yesterday, I think. And I think
I think I told you I tried the eye contact because when you're talking, you kind of look up and like thinking like like doing this and that. So I use that, but your face looks very silly looking.
I was like staring down the screen.
It's kind of reminds me. Do you know the Hey Orange video? The apples, the Hey Apple, Hey Orange.
Like my eyes are just
yeah.
floating on top of where they should
yeah.
be.
So it look like so fake looking. So I undid that. So glad I can see, even though I used it and apply and like, okay, never mind, I can put it back. I don't know any other thing. I think the clips, create clips is the other thing I did and made the shorts. I think that's what it was. Yeah. And that was pretty useful. When I use that, I have to respond to the question like how many shorts do I want to make and how long about do I want it to be and what kind of topic I'm looking for, and the AI under lowered saying okay, here you go, blah, blah, blah. And it also gives the rating for the it created like 5 because I said 5, and this short I made, it's gonna be a good short. You're gonna have a lot of attention to the audience from the audience, and this one's like 4.5. It might be okay, but so I can and I can also watch and choose like, oh, this one's pretty good, or like, do you want to keep any of these? Like, yes, I want to keep these. So, and of course, after I save them, I can edit it, like put your company logo here and there. I can change what kind of captions do I want, and I think that's all I did yesterday.
So which ones turned out good? There's like, okay, so there was, I gave you like 30 minutes worth of junk, and that contains 2 segments. First segment, I was experimenting with just like me just talking about something, and then for that I felt kind of like I just prattled on and on and on. For the second section, I was trying to basically read from a bulleted list, but put it in my own words. So I'd say the bullet, not reading it, but like in my own words, and then I'd pause and think about the next bullet until it really soaked in, with the understanding that we could just like slurp it all out. So have you isolated those 2 things?
Not yet.
Okay.
You just told me yesterday, so I haven't worked on it yet.
Okay. Did you notice the behavior change about halfway through?
Yeah, and also the raw original video has a big gap from like your screen, like your face, like right now your face and background screen versus. So that's when you're talking to the audience, like I'm talking this and that and that, and then you go to your screen share, and I'm gonna programming now, or I'm typing, or I'm gonna check the list when I'm talking, and you're not talking anything at all. So I notice like, okay, that's not he's talking, so I'll just chop and straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to use that screen as what is it called, B-roll, or whatever.
Yeah, I thought that might be good, but I don't
If
even
you're
remember.
explaining something, but I don't know if you're explaining or not. So
I dropped it in there so that maybe I forget what I was thinking. That's going to be another problem. I need to learn what I should write down. I think I wanted to take the B-roll and just not just cut out the video, but also cut out my commentary and stick it in there. But I just can't remember anymore what I was thinking of. All right, so there's 2 things I want to do before I hack on Rook a little bit. One is I want to see one of your shorts again that it thinks was high rated, and see if
you want to see them.
Yeah, and the other thing is I'm hoping we can get something like podcast out of this, but the quality of my camera is dubious, so I might have to get a better camera or something, or better lighting. I don't know.
The influencer circle lighting thing.
I hope so. I hope it's something as pretentious as that. I guess it's not pretentious if it's your job or something. I don't know. And I want to see if what I was doing with Doug Turnbull a couple of days ago would make a good podcast. So,
Okay.
all right, let's watch a short. What short did it think was good?
Let's see. Hold on, I need to move this. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, those things are annoying.
Uh-oh.
This is your
I
first
can't move.
dance with Zoom controls.
Oh, this is annoying.
Yep, everyone watches you clumps around with stuff. And
Oh no, I don't care. Okay, I don't have to see myself. Project here. So in project, there's a compositions that's in this project's videos or videos. So this is the main one, day 8. It's everything, which I start. So this is yeah. So I already removed the arms and stuff that this showing. These are the sign that's already cut those things up. But I haven't done everything yet. I think I did half of it, like until here. So it's not done yet. But here is a clips and that's shorts it made. Do you want to just watch it?
sure, yeah, whichever one that was supposedly the best one.
I forgot. I think it's an older. I think this one's
Did it put the little logo at the top?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's figure out the stuff that I need to do to make good videos. Like, one thing is I did this with my little monologue view. Should I take away the stars from my monologue view?
Oh,
I could.
this right here. I think that's what AI did.
That looks like my monologue view.
Right. Because these clips, shorts are made out of this.
Yeah.
So what they did was like take, you know, how do I say, this section out from it, from your video.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because you can see like the labs at the bottom of the short too. Anyway, let's watch the short. We'll see.
Okay.
You're gonna hear it on my computer, and it'll be delayed and weird. So.
Okay.
Apologies.
So here. Do you hear it?
How about that? I don't even hear it.
Okay, you want me to pause? Paused.
I really thought I would hear it. I have no idea why I can't hear it.
Is that because, hold on, turn up volume. Should I turn up volume?
I guess.
Well, mine's pretty high. Hold on, why? Try again. Play.
And so I
There you
don't
go.
understand why Claude Code should be like the king. Build your own thing. It's actually not that hard. I think the next generation that we're going to see, and you're already starting to see it with things like Flu, is everybody is going to start building the pieces of this puzzle. And when it's time to use an agent harness or an agent, instead of reaching for the product on the shelf, Claude Code, Codex, whatever, you're going to build your own. Is that the song that you created?
Yes.
Did you put that on extra?
Huh?
Did you put that on, or did they put that on?
I did.
That's cute.
The last part is a section I added. I also made a, what is it called? A layout pack.
Laypack.
Lay-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can just copy and paste to the different shorts. So I just made one for this video and then saved it and just added to the next short.
That's not bad. Now, on that last scene where they're like following and stuff, there's nothing to actually click 'cause it's a video.
Right. And I forgot, I know the long video of YouTube, I can add the things like clickable, at the very end, the ending part, we can add those. Yeah, click here, follow me, follow us and stuff like that. I don't know if we can do with shorts. I forgot.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty sure you can't. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that end scene.
I don't know.
But it felt good to say follow me and do stuff.
Right.
Can you go back and just like look at the in frame?
This one?
Yeah, follow us. So there's tiny letters that they could type in for that.
Yeah,
or-
this is, the whole design is the recommendation design. It's one of the template, so that's why it looks this way. I just put the background was your star background, and made an Instagram icon there because it was a different one. That's Instagram, sorry. LinkedIn. It used to be Instagram icon. So I removed that and created a LinkedIn icon and add music.
That's all kind of plain looking. I wish there was some color in it. But also, it's like, who's going to type in John-Berryman-864B1713?
Yeah. I wish your LinkedIn, how do you say, profile or whatever it's ID is shorter.
All right. Okay, so that seems like something maybe usable. It sounded good enough, and I like the song. But we need it to like link out to something else. Was the day 8 content salvageable besides that little clip?
Yeah, the chunk you're talking?
Yeah.
I think so. It doesn't sound like so important because I could understand what you're saying.
Because you could understand? Oh, well, that's good. You're not supposed to not understand it. That doesn't like.
but your video or whatever you're doing, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But
It must be important because I don't understand it.
Yeah, but what you're saying is like kind of encouraging. Like, we should make our own. Like, yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's try something else. Let's see. I'm gonna go to our like, okay, you're sharing that pane, so they can't see another pane unless you share another pane. You've never used Zoom before, so you open another tab.
Okay.
And go to our document.
Oh, I already opened it, but I don't know where it. Oh no, I didn't. Our document. How do I go there?
Are you in my account?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. You told me. これだ.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you go to the tabs on the left side and go to content production.
Reminder?
Nope.
No, just content production. Okay.
All right, day 15.
I see.
Yeah, so figure out how to pull down the first hour of day 15. Pull, like, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna
get the day 15. Do the same thing for day 8.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Wait.
So I'm gonna go to Arcturus Labs on my computer. You can't see it. I'm gonna go to day 15. All right.
Are you saying you want me to go to YouTube and get?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure
the video out of it.
So so day 15 until.
Starting up. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost exactly an hour. It's like an hour and 2 minutes. If you could get an hour and 2 minutes out of day 15, then we can see if any of that content is salvageable.
Okay, let's see. Live day 15. Okay. Okay. try to get the code for the YouTube video. I can't do it though. Oh, what happened?
I have no idea.
This is what I want.
Yep, V equals, and get everything after the equals and before the ampersand. Yep.
Okay.
Copy.
And give it to here.
Mm-hmm.
How do I? Oh, thank you.
Delete.
Then paste.
Paste.
And then.
You need to change the time.
Oh. From what time do we want?
0, 0, 0, 0, 0 to
0, 0, 0, 0. Oh.
yeah, that's the gross thing about terminals is like you have to go backward like that.
0,
colon. 0, 0,
0, 0.
colon 0, 0 to 0, 1.
0, 1.
The next, no.
Oh.
0, 0 seconds. Okay. 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds into 1 hour. 4 minutes and 0 seconds. Alright, so this is going to use YouTube YDP to send stuff to downloads. MP4 format, doesn't download the whole playlist, download just a section of that timestamp of that video. Alright, it's cooking. It's an hour video, and for some reason it's downloading at about an hour rate. Oh, it's actually downloading slower than it occurred right now for some reason. I have no idea. Probably because you're streaming and we're actually transmitting a lot of information. But that's okay. Okay, while it's doing that, I'm going to quit using Zoom. Why don't you just come here, stand beside me, and then I'll start programming and do my own thing after that. Just don't worry about your computer and hang out with me for a little bit.
Okay. Just leave it there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to my camera. I'm glad
I
you
should
love
go
me.
like, and then like, pop up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to end the meeting. All right. And I'm going to go back to... All right, so let's look at this thing that I'm having you download. I recorded a meeting with Doug.
The tricky thing is I wonder how far we can pretend.
And you got my goofy intro. All right. Hey, everybody. All right. Today we're going to have a special guest on, Doug Turnbull, Doug was my partner in crime with this book. Gotten fairly coordinated at this now. Not perfect, though. Okay, so when you download it, I'm not sure if it's going to be as high quality as it was recorded in, which is already a problem.
Oh.
Let's see, I can make this bigger and close this stuff out. Yeah, so you can see some of the aliasing around the numbers and stuff. So it's already kind of crappy.
I see.
And you don't have the full screen, you only have these screens. So if you want to go back and forth between us, you're going to have to use this video and turn it into, this is one track, and this is another track, and the audio is the same. You can't separate that audio out.
Okay.
But
you can mute one of them when the other one's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit gross.
So don't overtalk with people.
It's okay, so that's one thing that you got. Another thing that I could do is, I think every time I'm streaming, I think it's also saving. let's see. What's today's date? 12th, 11th, 10th, 6. What?
12.
Oh, 7. Okay, so apparently it does not stream and record the same. So I can also record it. That might give you something else. And finally, everything that I'm sending to Zoom, I'll just have to get you where you can sign into my Zoom. Let me make sure I can show this stuff.
It's recorded in Zoom?
Yeah, that's the other thing. If I go to, and I bet that's a little bit higher quality. Recordings and transcripts. This is the one that we just had right now. 30 minutes of Doug Turnbull, which is 2 hours. That looks actually kind of hopeful. You got, this is interesting. Oh, okay. Got a talk that I'm making for them.
Okay.
And
So that's you only.
as always, I put off
It's the speaker only.
that until it's crazy.
Which-
Wait, so if
and now
Doug's
I'm
talking,
trying
it's
to
him?
Yeah.
talk to an
That's not bad.
like
Well,
I mean,
maybe
this
it's
weird
easier, right?
Yeah.
streaming thing. Have you seen my live streams?
So it's doing the
No.
scene making.
You haven't seen that?
Yeah.
Oh
check
yeah,
that out.
I haven't. I've seen that you. were
But
doing
sometimes you
live
say
streams. I
yeah,
haven't watched them.
and the camera back
Yeah,
to
you
you.
would like live stream how you're building your product.
Yeah, it's the wildest thing. Like
Yeah. Okay. So that exists.
Okay.
And I'll just give you this login for this. Gallery view also exists.
Yeah, it'd be nice, even if the audio is same. Well, yeah, it would be nice if the audio is separated and the view is separated, like that at least.
So the previous thing, the audio is not separated and the view goes back and forth. This one, the audio is not separated and the views are side by side forever,
I don't know.
and lower quality
Keeping developers on track
because it's just this bit
and not
instead of
like
the full screen.
prototyping. At
I
least
see.
So when you blow that up to full screen, that might also suck. Let's see what else we got in here. Shared screen.
Kind of cool, and you can convert HTML to whatever you want these days.
There I am working
I don't know
on
if they're
those
taking like
slides
a
2 days ago.
photograph of the HTML or what to convert it.
Okay, so we've got who are speaking. We got both speakers, low quality, probably. Although it's double the size. We got shared screen by itself, which is actually cool because remember how like the dates and crap looked fuzzy. So this might be better for that. We have audio only and audio file for each participant.
Oh, there you go.
Now what that means is you have to go back to Descript and you have to reassemble the sequence. Do you know what that means?
Sequence. Not just like matching like this and start at the same time. There you go.
You have to find how they match up.
Okay.
And it's a little bit tricky because you'll move it and it's like I'll ask a question and then Doug will answer and then I'll ask a question and before I finish asking the question, Doug will start answering the question and that's how you know you screwed up.
No, well,
So you move it this way slightly.
no. If that happens, then I'll mute you.
No, it won't work that way.
It does in the Descript. I shut you down.
That's not what I'm saying though.
Oh.
Since the audio files, you don't know how they're correlated with each other. If you get the shifting off, then the whole time I'll be asking questions while he's answering the question I asked. In reality, it was like this.
Oh.
And I've had one situation where it's like, well, crap, I've got to figure out how that worked out. And so I'm desperately looking at videos where it's like I like clap in a video and I can hear it because if you could see the spike and see me
Yeah.
clap,
Yeah.
but those don't exist.
I see.
So it's
I
like,
see what you're talking about.
gosh.
Wait, hold on. I think we were talking about same thing, but you say it's different, and then you're talking about the same thing again. What you're saying is there are two different audio.
Mm-hmm.
Your voice and Doug's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And what I thought we need to do is match them so they are talking. You guys are talking at the same time. I mean, like the
On the same audio.
same, yeah.
Like the original thing sounded.
Right.
That's what we
Right.
hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just two different audio files.
Yep.
Okay. And what your concern is, you might over talking when Doug is talking.
Mm-hmm.
And the solution wise, I was thinking is when you're over talking with Doug, I'll mute you so we can just hear him.
But that won't work. And the reason that it won't work is because the sounds will be shifted. And if you mute me while he's talking, but the sounds are shifted, I'm still asking the question that the audience needs to hear. So the real answer is to move me where my voice originally was.
No, I'm not shifting.
You need to. You have to.
No, I can mute you.
But you'll mute me asking the important question.
Okay, so that's a different thing.
And it's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. So you can either give me harder time to shift the time that you over talk with Doug, which you're supposed not to. You should listen to other people.
I did. In the original recording, I was listening to him. But you're going to get two audio recordings that are not coordinated necessarily. You hope they are.
If it's a real life, you're not over talking with Doug, then it's not recorded at the same time.
You'll see. I think that's... You'll see. I'm going to give you the...
I mean, okay, it's same thing happening to the video with the Sashank video.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are talking at the same time. You are saying something and Sashank was saying something, and I mute one of you.
And that's because in real life, I accidentally overspoke him.
Right.
Or he overspoke me.
Yeah.
But another thing, a problem that I did have with Sashank's interview is I had one of those situations where we had an audio that I accidentally deleted. I had to reinsert it, and I didn't know how it lined up. And so I just kind of put it on the two tracks in the same sequence. And then I started asking a question, and he would pause for a dumbly long amount of time. And I was like, I don't remember him pausing this long. And then he would answer, and then whenever he was almost finished answering, I would start asking the next question.
Oh, that's just speech program.
No, it's because the two tracks were shifted, and I had to figure out how to shift them back.
Why it's shifted?
Because sometimes they just are.
What?
If you record everything in Descript, it's not a problem. But if you record from different sources and stuff, or there's something else going on, hopefully it's just not that big of a problem, and they come on one or two frames off, and that's no big deal.
Okay. If it's not happening often, then let's think about it when it happens. Because I don't see it yet.
I know.
So,
Okay. Hopefully you're right. I've run into it, and it's just, it's a fun puzzle.
okay. I love puzzles.
All right. So now I've got to give you access to this. Oh, now I guess the crappy thing about this situation, though, is if we go and watch the video itself, then the actual... I feel like I've got a good approach for not accidentally running into that. Somewhere here,
The Zoom stream.
I actually started the show, and on the recording on the YouTube stream, I have like my stars and stuff. But this is just the Zoom screen.
Okay.
So it doesn't have that at all.
Okay.
And I don't know if you really want that. Because you just make that actually, so you probably don't even want it.
Most likely, I can just zoom in, you only, and say this is John, and like make it as a main screen.
Probably.
And make a different, what is it called, selecting the
Scene.
scene. Yeah, make a different scene. And when Doug's talking, I say, okay, zoom into this. When this scene, Doug's talking, and zoom
Yeah.
into Doug's face.
Probably if you're going to do that, then just go ahead and use what they've got in the other recording. Just use this one, speaker view, where it automatically switches back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, if
And
you
the benefit is that
Also-
it's twice as big. This
True.
is more pixels on the screen.
yeah.
Record, like I can interrupt my workday when I've got like
Yeah,
I
if
Still
you-
looks like crap though for
LinkedIn.
now.
If you're okay with it, I'm fine. It's
I walk
easier
in
for
and
me.
it's like
But it might like switch sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're okay with it, then that's easier.
It's not like a perfect answer.
I don't quite understand what you're looking for.
Yeah, you will though. All right, I want to do boring programming stuff. Can I have your microphone?
Oh, means I'm done.
You're fired.
Oh, that's the word I try to avoid, and you said it. Means get out of here, right?
Yeah, hang out with me. You got to.
No, you don't.
Yeah, get out of here.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you. Nah, I'm good.
hey, Kroger's wants to see if you need these capabilities. And if you say yes, then, it's kind of like Neo when he got back from the Matrix.
Yeah. Whoa. All right, like to you guys, what if I want to record something where it's like I'm starting to see something that's going to play out across a few weeks? I'm going to record it on this. And it's got dubious quality on the other side. That's also annoying. Well, watch this. One moment. All right. It's been kind of a nightmare. I've got a talk to give to O'Reilly, this guy right here, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a neat topic where I get into the transition I've been going through, realizing how AI product is going to be built in the future, and how AI agents are going to be everything, and how I've got kind of the way I envision AI agents, I think, is going to be a bit different, more nuanced than what I'm hearing out there. So I'm really hoping it's well received. But about 5 days ago, I started working on the slides for this, and I was like, I could do it in Google Slides, but let's make it something that is AI cool. We'll do whatever the cutting edge stuff is. And so, of course, I go to my agent and I say, let's look up whatever the best skill is for writing slides. And it says, like, here's 1, 2, 3. This one's got 16,000 downloads. The other one has like 300. Like, not 1,000, but just 300. And the other one's got like 162. And And so I was like, well, 16,000, that sounds really solid. So I pull it down and I say, okay, well, let's just see how you roll. Make me an example set of slides. And it whipped up something that had, it was beautiful. It just really cool, just the ideas just popped out. And so I was like, all right, let's roll with whatever this was. And so I start working with this thing, and I create an outline, and it goes from the outline to create slides. And the slides are pretty good, but it only thinks in single bullet slides. Like some of well, historically my slides are just dripping with content, and I like do animations to introduce a piece at a time, but in the end it's like an eye chart. And I know I shouldn't do that. So I was like, all right, let's embrace the one bullet per slide, one idea per slide. And as we're getting through this, I'm like, okay, this sucks. This slide is definitely got 3 bullets. Come on, give me 3 bullets. And the thing would just not go back to 3 bullets. And so I ended up writing a skill that references that skill, but says, hey, like, you know, you do it my way. And then I get into image generation stuff. And, well, heck, I might as well just show you the slide. It turned out really cute. Let's do this. I'll get there eventually, I promise. All right, I mean, this is just kind of cute. It had like number 1 out of 25. It has these cute little things around it. And I like how the blue text is popping out like that. It's just kind of cool. I was like, all right, I don't know what this original skill was, but I like its style. It's a lot better than I could do naturally. And so it's got the what you'll learn stuff. It's got a lot of stuff. It looks pretty good. And I've got, I even built my own AI image generation suite of skills, which would take, you know, the commentary I said, it looks through all the images that I want to make. It makes kind of like, it gathers the style about what I'm going to be doing, and it makes all these cool images and stuff. But then, like, actually screwing around with the images on the screen was horrendous. Actually putting them where I wanted them to be, getting them like shaped and sized correctly, especially if I have several things, one against the other. And so it just, everything ground to a halt. It just, to get the final pieces of this together, it's like the little nuances of the words, I would try to figure out how to tell it to change a thing, and then it would change the wrong. It was miserable. And so finally, I wrapped it up, and I was like, I wonder what that original skill actually had to offer. What was I using? I mean, it looked beautiful, but it was so clumsy once I actually started using it. And so I looked at the skill. Oh gosh, where did I put the skill? Would you like to see the skill? I moved it. Oh, come now. I think I named it Health Skills. This was last night at 2 a.m. Yeah, I named my skill Making Slides for John. But the Deck Open Slides Canvas was a thing that was super popular, and I downloaded it. and I was surprised that it's only got one skill.md. I thought maybe it was something complicated because it had the notion of all these different types of slides. So it's like, well, what does this thing actually got in it? So let's take a look. It's about 100 lines of Chinese. And if you look at it, if you translate it, it's pretty reasonable, but it's also like nothing. It's basically like, here's your 4 possibilities ever for color themes. And then one of these things is like, no matter what, always make it just like a single idea per slide, which is why I could never freaking do a bulleted slide. And it had almost nothing in here. So I struggled and struggled and struggled to get this working. And because it was such a pain in the butt, and because I've got more slides to do next week, I'm thinking about making this one of the Rook ecosystem mini applications. Because what I ended up doing is like I was in a conversation chatting with my slides. And what I really wanted to do was hold out the artifact separate from the conversation. I wanted to say, hey, you, look at this thing. And I wanted to like grab the pieces like, I can show this too. Here's something I made so that I could point at a piece of the slides to the agent. I have this annotation bookmarklet, if you remember what those things were. It's a piece of JavaScript that you can bookmark and it injects itself into the page. And the bookmarklet that I created lets you hover anything and then you can click it and say, this is a really stupid looking potato. And it will it'll keep track of the selector for that, what the element actually looked like, and my comment. And then once you've created several comments about different pieces of the page, then you can copy it all and eventually close it. It becomes a normal page again. And you can send that to your agent and say, hey, effectively, look at this, fix it. But the thing that I really want is the ability to do that with an app more comfortably. Rather than having some greasy bookmarklet, I want a really lightweight, probably just a web app that knows that my agent can converse with. And I'll make like a really simple skill file about how to just curl into this website that I'm going to build and have it where I can show it the slides, or it can show me the slides it's got so far. We can work through an outline. I can, point at stuff on the screen and start making commentary like, here, I want to do this. And the thing that killed me is I really want to be able to click on an image and move it. Because that's what you expect. Just telling an agent, please move it to the left a little bit. Oh gosh, it was a nightmare. So I want to move things, be able to like stretch them, stuff like that. So I'm really thinking strongly about creating this as one of the Rook mini apps that will make my life better. So I'm going to do a lot of slides. Might as well do them in style, might as well do them with the thing I'm building. All right. So this was commentary that I inject into the stream itself. Most of the stream is garbage. This itself, probably garbage, but this is the experiment. Can I take little pieces of information that I'm sticking in here? I'll record the time, or I'll have my agent the next day like tell me what the time was when I did it, because it can already do that. And currently, I'll just send a little snippet of video to my wife, and we can edit it out and do something interesting with it. Later, it'll be completely AI. I'll just say, take this thing from yesterday and, turn it into a segment, and then also create shorts and go through a pattern of sending that information out, social media stuff. But the unknowns is like, is this video itself worth having? not just the content, which is always in question, but the quality. Do I need to be recording this to my desktop as well? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I'll do that too. At 55 minutes in, I started recording to my desktop. So I'll make a note of that as well. Started recording to my desktop. I feel like that's crisper looking. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that, but I also don't want to do that. Oh no. Urgh. Hey, girl.
Recording, Papa.
Hello.
Does your cousin edit me out?
Has she done what, dude?
Does your cousin edit me out of your videos?
No.
Cool.
Why? Either way.
I don't know. Hi, everybody.
Don't be a dork.
Okay.
The internet is recording this forever. You'll never hold political office.
Cool. Love you.
You too. All right. All right, what do I really want to work on? I got about an hour. To be perfectly honest, the UI for Rook is semi-falling apart. It's had several little bugs accrue because we wrote it quickly in not Stripe, Swift, and I don't know anything about Swift, and I was like, all right, well, someday it will have test magically, but that day never came. I guess that day might be today. There we go. I guess a good starting point would be to make sure that everything still works today. Oh, and also probably pull. Right. Boo. I want the elves to magically make stuff overnight. Look around in this repo. Is there any place where we actually name an environment using the type app? There's an environment IDs or environments type somewhere, so look for that TypeScript definition. Please say no. It's found it. All right, great. So this one closes this one. Yep, but that didn't work that way, so sorry. All right, never mind that. It is time to completely override, overhaul the UI, UX in the iPhone and the Mac. And I've learned several good things. I don't want to start completely from scratch. I want to keep the learnings, but change some of the way things work. So here's what I would like you to do. We're going to have a brainstorm about how we can preserve the parts that I want to keep as we make some transitions. The way I'm handling Markdown presentation in the assistant messages has worked out pretty well. It incrementally renders Markdown as it's created, and I think it looks good. It makes it where it's copyable either as the whole cell, or you can actually like select text and copy it. Another thing is that inside the thinking chat boxes, I had in big O notation O of n squared issue, where the more tokens that were streamed in, it would get quadratically slower at printing them to the screen, so that the agent was actually well ahead of whatever was on the screen when the thinking box got really long. And I resolved that one, so I want to make sure that we keep the learnings for that. Also, the whole interface from the server is going to be an agent client protocol. And I think you can look up ACP in one of the files in the product directory at root to understand what that's going to be about. I want to make sure, I don't know if how we should do like testing or whatever, but I want to make sure that the interfaces are protected. It's everything coming and going to the server is ACP, with the small exception so far for special messages from the environment, which doesn't exist in the ACP yet. Okay, so do a little bit of research for that, and then in the ignored directory create, well, let's see. Tersely summarize your findings in regards to what I've said in a present context section. All right, so we're going to have a shared context after all this. Oh yeah, I haven't signed into YouTube. Maybe people say things to me. They do sometimes. It's interesting. Nobody knows. All right, good. That's about what I wanted. Yay. I think we use a library for rendering the markdown. Can you call out the libraries that are important in this conversation? but it should be. This is a problem. Make a short note. Can you list all the extensions that we have to the ACP protocol? Said protocol twice. Ugh. Can you look on the issues in this repo and see what issues have to do with UI overhaul? Actually, I think they might just be. Maybe not. Oh, this issue looks like garbage. I'll own it. Okay. Then maybe the best thing to do is to plan out how the UI UX should work from first principles and then get there as slowly as possible. Start anew and grow it into the UI UX that we want. Let's brainstorm about what we want and then how to get there. Add a new brainstorming section. And I'm just going to start talking out loud about what I would like. First, here are some screens that I know we'll have to have. There will be the chat screen itself. There will be the environments screen, which lists all the environments. Within environment, there is a notion of bundles, and these bundles need to be examined. So I'm sure there'll be a bundle screen, which will be itself probably a series of screens where you can look at the contents of a bundle as if it's part of a file system. Don't have a login screen yet. Is that it? Really? How about in the iPhone? The iPhone will have a screen associated with locations. Like I would want to define a location for myself, my home, or my office, or my church, or my parents' house. The Mac won't have this. Here's it. Let's keep it with this simple set while we're brainstorming is a good starting point. Next, I want to think about the actions that are going to take place. This might be a new little subsection within brainstorming. I will need to create a chat. And part of that will be like resuming or like filling out the what type of chat session it's going to be, which runtime agent will I use. Should I care about specifying the model at that point? I don't know. There's another screen. Another screen is going to be the list of sessions, all the conversations that are ongoing or have been ongoing in the past. Eventually we need to figure out what is happening on each of these screens, so that will be part of the brainstorming too. All right, so what are the verbs? Creating a chat. When I'm in a chat, I'll probably want to look at the environments around me. There's also going to be like little notifications and requests that pop up from the environments or from other chats that to me. Like I could be notified by one of my agents that it's done with the task. I could be notified that another environment is available. Obviously, inside a chat, I'm going to be doing everything the agent client protocol allows, sending text requests, sending images, and whatever else I want to attach to the messages. I'll be seeing the agent come back with thinking and responding and tool calling, just like we have today. Okay, what other obvious screens might we have based on your understanding, reading all the documents in the product directory? Go ahead, read them. What other screens should we consider that I've left out? What other verbs, actions are taking place? Thing is, I've got in my mind a lot of what I really want to do with it, but I just don't know where to start with something that's effectively like restart the UI UX. Did you ever use MSN Messenger? That's how I dated my wife, because she was in Japan. And you could comment your friends, I think. Maybe you just directly talk to them. So maybe it's more like Slack. I want to be able to mention an agent and start a new conversation with that agent in a new tab. Could potentially... the metaphor that eventually is going to win out is conversation. And humans have been doing it for 50,000 years. So we've got a lot of built-in machinery around conversations. Initially, we're seeing conversations between me and the agent. But I want it to be seamless where I can maybe talk to multiple agents at once and say, hey Dave, you do this, hey Phil, you do that. Probably the hub nicknames. I want to talk to people inside the same conversation as agents. It's feeling kind of like a Slack plugin. But I don't want people to have to freaking buy Slack, because that's also annoying. Could be Descript. That's free, but it's also like I could vibe code a better UI than they have. You can see it, I just can't describe it. All right. Create a Chat isn't its own screen right now, and I want it to be really lightweight. Right now it's just like a little, well, no. No, right now it does have its own screen, and it feels too heavyweight. I don't want to always have to say I'm starting something new. I'd rather just jump into it somehow. I think in the chat interface itself is going to be like maybe even tabbed. You don't have to have too many tabs, and I don't know what to do when it comes down to an iPhone having tabs. Like, do we just have like It's got to be something to convert between a tabbed interface for the desktop versus the corresponding thing for a mobile device. But basically, whenever I set up a new chat, I want to create another tab, and I want it to be like one click to immediately be talking to the agent that I want. And I think I want the sessions to name themselves. Certainly I want to be able to rename sessions. Yeah, there's probably an environment details screen. I agree with number 2. Number 3, there should be a bundle review screen, but I want it to feel a lot like the bundle details screen. So ideally it should just be the same screen, so I've got the same mental affordance in my head, and I don't have to memorize 2 screens. Just the bundle review will have the review aspect attached to the screen. Yep, environmental offers is its own thing. I agree with that as being an extra screen. Well, but I don't know, because what is an environmental offer if it's something besides looking at the bundle? So it's kind of like the same thing as number 3, which is the bundle screen, which we've already talked about. But the environmental offer maybe is like a little pop-up or overlay on top of the conversation I'm in, rather than its own screen. You get the notification, hey, you have some new offers from this environment. And let's go over them real quick. I don't want an approvals inbox. That sounds too heavyweight. I just want to deal with them and be done with them, or I can ignore them for right now, knowing that they'll come back next time I pop into an environment that has these. Notifications will definitely be a thing. I don't know what they'll be like. Feels not like a different screen, but like a pop-up. And I'm kind of mentally holding the pop-up windows or overlays as being not the big landing points, not the big nodes of the applications with which the screens are. They are events rather than places, almost. Oh, yep. Settings screens. Those will be something for sure. There'll probably be several setting screens, but let's kind of hold that mentally in the background for now. It's not part of the main application that you're living in moment to moment. I don't want to worry about personal environment authoring screen we get into the future. At some point, it's nice to see the skills that you've created yourself, but for the time being, that's just going to be synonymous with the bundle details screen, because that's what's actually changing anyways. When you make a skill, it goes into the personal bundle for that environment. Also, the artifacts workspace screen, love the idea. That's definitely future work. Onboarding Teach Me Rook, also cool, definitely future work. Don't want to include that in the conversation. As for your verbs, I pretty much agree with the session verbs. Pretty much agree with the environment verbs, although some of them are redundant with the bundle verbs, like we should not worry about accept, approve, ignore, reject bundle within environment verbs. That is the bundle verbs. And I want to, like, when we write this down a little bit, I want to remove the less obvious verbs just so I can limit my mental scratch pad, like revisit past decisions. Let's take out the less common things like that, the rethinking verbs. I don't want to worry about notification verbs at all yet. Anytime you have, so like looking at location, anytime you have create, edit, update, delete, just call it CRUD and put it on one line. A lot of things have those type things. Authoring and learning, we're not even worried about those verbs at all because this is just normal conversation with an agent. An agent knows how to save things. So we're not talking about authoring or learning verbs. We're also not going to talk about safety or control verbs. I do like your terminology of capabilities as opposed to bundles. We can have bundles of capabilities. So a bundle review screen is really probably going to be called a capability review screen because each bundle represents a constellation of shared capabilities. All right, cool. So now we brainstormed a bit, create a new section that very tersely outlines the big nodes in our application, the screens, and very, very tersely pulls out some of the most important verbs associated with those items. Stick this in a brainstorming session and call it nouns and verbs. What I'm doing right now is just trying to soak. This is what I call this practice, and it does not feel particularly productive right now. You just gotta kind of soak in the idea until it becomes a fluent idea. Right now it feels like garbage though. I know big picture where I want to go with this stuff, but I can't just lay that out in a grand map. And there are unknowns on the way to the big picture. So whatever I'm doing right now, it has to be done in a way that we can learn those things. I can't build a big thing and like fill in hundreds of unknowns after the big thing is crappily thrown together. I need to do a little bit of learning right now. I'm vibe coding. All right. Thank you for being terse. Yep. Yep. Delete this because it's not a message that's going back and forth between the client and the server. Pull out all verbs that are not corresponding to at least some information going back and forth. So we've already got this big blob of code inside clients for iPhone, Mac, and Rook Kit. What would you recommend I do if I wanted to kind of start afresh, not clobber that code, but still use that code for some of our reference material? Is this a new directory or what?
Hello, streamer.
Hello, how many pull-ups can you do? One, two, three, four. I can see your belly button. I can see your belly button. 5. Your belly button's flopping out. Go away.
Bye bye.
We need to go climbing again. I know. Okay, I like the client's next approach. Create this directory, and then we're going to create Rook Kit in there, and Mac in there, and iPhone in there. And we're also going to tell me, what is the purpose of Rook Kit? It was developed by another person or team. What chunks of shared functionality live in there? What services did it provide? Holy cow. No, I don't have a startle reflex.
Are
What's-
you streaming?
Yeah.
Oops.
What's that?
I did not.
You'll never hang yourself with that. It's way too small.
It's not that, not to hang people.
Oh, what's it for?
For fishing.
How are you gonna fish with that?
It's a, put like the fishing hook, the circle in it, you put it in here, and that's how you connect the fishing rod and the hook together.
Oh. Well, you need some fishing line for that. Interesting. Are you into knots? Where did you get this string? This is a perfect string for knots.
Nemo gave it to me.
Ooh. What's this knot I'm tying?
And he's seen until he's finished.
I bet you know.
Alpine butterfly hook.
It's my new favorite. Except for... What's my other favorite? Hello. Do you know my other favorite is?
What?
This one right here.
Constrictor knot.
Constrictor knot. Yeah, that's amazing knot.
Sorry if I'm making you unpopular.
I'm already unpopular. You're cool, dude. You're making me more popular.
Sorry if I'm making you more unpopular.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Sorry, people watching this.
Oh. Take off this. Hello. I can still hear me. All right. Let's build a turtle fence. Mmm.
Okay, this is good stuff. Create another section in our brainstorming document to explain what's happening in Client Next with the iPhone, Mac, and rootkit directories. Make sure you generalize over what you said above. Like, so you shouldn't go into all the details about like the names of the classes and stuff or files and stuff, but you should say what rootkit is for and the types of functionality will be stored there, and the idea that if anything is shared between iPhone and Mac, if at all possible, we stick it in rootkit. All right. Currently, I run the server, the Mac, and the phone using, and that's been a fun script, but it's becoming way too long. So what if, following along with what I think it says in the README there, you split it into its own set of functionality that you can put in the lib directory. You can create a folder named and then here's what I want you to do. Make have basically the exact same functionality that it currently does, but make sure to split up all of the different targets into different files inside but one change I want you to make is that these are the new targets. This you shall do for me. We'll be back. Oh no. What happened? Oh. Alright. Sorry, Rook. We're gonna program you so we can't quite use you. Nope. Oops, sorry to interrupt you. Oh. Alright, let's create iPhone, Mac, and Rookkit in clients.next. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to make effectively a hello world, something that serves as the base screen, so I can see how it's implemented in code. Just a literal screen with a button that you click hello and then it says world, because we're gonna learn some Swift, but probably not today, and we'll probably do it for 15 more minutes and then call it. Man, though, I don't want to do though.
Hello World clients created.
Oh, it's one of those languages where you can't freaking tell where anything got pulled in from. Hmm. It's one of those languages that doesn't have a this either. Alright, I already don't like Swift. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, nice. I don't see where the Macintosh app opened up. Should it be on my screen somewhere? Oops. No, no, no. Hmm? Hmm. I'm sorry, I meant to paste you this. I was trying to run the new Mac app. That's what my iPhone does. tried it again by itself with the previous Mac app already closed. I wouldn't mind just keeping it with the same identity because I'm not going to be running them at the same time. But I do definitely need to see it. Nope. Still a no-show. Hmm. Hmm. Da, 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 da. All right, cool. Cool beans. That worked. You know what? I'm gonna go soon, so let's create a new branch and commit all this stuff to the new branch. I did not say bye.
Branch created and committed.
Let's clean up the other branches. I don't need any of them except for these two. Yep. Instead of our brainstorming document, I want to document all of the information that passes back and forth between the server and the chat itself. What is the enumeration of all messages? Perhaps this is all messages in the agent client protocol. If so, just enumerate them all as a bulleted list and give a really terse explanation of what they are. It's like a sentence tops. If there are other things, then call them out separately, but enumerate them all as well. Stick that in an... Actually, let's stick that in a new document in... This is where I get to figure out how creative my agent has gotten without me noticing, I'm afraid. Fewer lines better. For the WebSocket, for the transport and envelope, is the WebSocket and the JSON RPC stuff like one and the same thing, or are these redundant? I think the WebSocket's the transport and the JSON RPC is the envelope. Okay, good. Do you know where the ACP definition is online? It should have been listed somewhere in the product docs. Read over that protocol and let's do a set union. Actually, I guess a set diff. What are the elements in that protocol that are not represented here yet? And what are the elements here that go over the that go through the JSON RPC but are not represented in the official ACP protocol? I said protocol twice. Yep. Hey, if you're going to fetch data from the internet, use Brave's fetch method. Don't use beautiful soup anything. Interesting. Hmm. do a quick scan for the most commonly referenced. And then for the top 5, use the get pickaxe to figure out where they originated. Ideally, we could get rid of all of these and move completely to ACP compliant interactions. Love you. What are the closest... I'm talking to my computer. What is the ACP protocol construct that's closest to a steering prompt to be immediately absorbed into the agent as soon as it finishes with its most recent tool call, tool response? Alright, it's time. The question always is, was this a good day? The answer is always yes, if you look hard enough. But it was also kind of fun. Got to hack with my wife on video stuff at the beginning, trying to figure out if we can turn some of the video garbage I'm puking out every day into actually respectable videos. That'd be nice. And the other thing that I'm working on is kind of starting over with the UI, and that means taking account of where we really are at, and I'm finding there are some cobwebs in this closet. We've moved beyond the agent client protocol as fast as we adopted it. Apparently we had some straggler functionality, so I'm gonna have to learn up on that, and that might need some rework, but c'est la vie. All right, till next time.